I built the best free-to-play Camellya in my account, and here's what happened. So firstly, I decided to try out and test out Camellya before I decided to get her, even though I'll get her regardless of whether her kit is good or bad. And I was right, her kit was not bad at all, as I tested her out a bit without any enemies and she was kind of fun, but once I tested her with enemies, she was still fun, even though her AoE was kind of legit. Even though I was trying to avoid this enemy's attack and failed miserably, I still managed to beat him by running around and going back to it just to attack it. Regardless of that, I still managed to defeat it without any problems after that, and I was happy. After testing out Camellya, I decided to go to the Black Shores and climb the highest points that I could find as a ritual for Camellya so that I can go pull her at LP. But once I saw her banner, I was in shock of how beautiful it looked, so I decided to get extra pulls to pull on her banner, which I did. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having extra pulls. Once that was done, I made my first 10 pull immediately and realized that I forgot to check my pull history. And I was sad at my PT count because I was low at PT. Minus a 10 pull I did, but otherwise besides that, I was pretty low. But besides that, I was shocked at my PT because I was pretty low on PT. I got the character at 34 PT, and it shocked me. Even though Camellya was at guaranteed, it still shocked me to get her early. But other than that, I went straight to the weapon banner to check my pull history, and I was pretty average at the pull history. But otherwise, I got my 5-star at 75 pity, which is kind of sad. But hey, at least I got Camellya plus her weapon and Yoo-hoo with extra pulls to spare, which is kind of a good thing if you ask me. I mean, I didn't have to buy Yoo-hoo from the shop at all. But once that was done, I decided to build my Camellya immediately since I pre-farmed her materials early. And let me tell you something, raising Camellya was not what I expected. I mean, listen to what she says when I raise her.
Oops! Watch out for my thorns. Don't get your fingers pierced. On second thoughts, not much can harm you anyway. Oh, I love it. The power's surging through my veins. But hey, care to join me for another round? I'll show you a whole bunch of new tricks and powers. Promise. I'm fine. I just need some time to ride out the pain. Swallow it whole, make the chaotic frequencies my strength. With this power, I am whole again. Now we can truly play as equals. After all, it's not just what you play, but who you play with. Don't you agree?
After raising Camellya with one hand, I went straight to the weapon to raise it, but there's nothing much interesting happening with the weapon, so I'm going to speed it up for you. So once that was done, I went straight to the skill tree, or the talents, however you like to call it, but I'm not going to go through the details as you already know how she works. So once that was done, it was time for the most painful part, and that was raising echoes. But I'm not going to save you the suffering that I will go through, so I'm going to speed it up as well. And after 2 hours of soul crushing, misery, and depression, I finally got the most average stats I could at best, with 242 crit damage and 43 crit rate. And once that was done, I decided to go test out Camellya against the two most annoying enemies, well, to me that is. By the way, if you're wondering what my team com is, here it is. I skipped Shorekeeper for Camellya on Guaranteed, and I do not regret a single thing. But once the challenge started, I realized that I did not know how to use Camellya. Well, I did, but not her rotations, so all I did was wait for each character's intro skill until Camellya and not wait for an outro skill while I was using Camellya. And although the rotations were not good overall, her damage was still decent at best. I mean, have you seen her damage? I mean, just look at this. But then I decided that it's finally time to test her out on Tower of Adversity. But be warned, I am not trying for a full clear, I just wanted to see her damage. So I hope you will enjoy the battle.
Stay behind me. Shackles be gone. A change of perception.
Struggle harder. Entertain me.
Blockade. And great. Change of perception.
Ashen shell! Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers! It's getting fun. Vitality sour!
As you saw in the video, I wasn't that good with the rotations, nor was my Camellya build as good as you expected. But don't worry, I will fix her in many ways. Same thing goes for Sanwa, as I will switch her echoes. But if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like and subscribe.